A record-breaking crowd of 270 attended this year's Martin Luther King Jr.'s prayer breakfast for the first time ever, held at the Heritage Ballroom and the center of Elgin. Amongst the many highlights of the morning, the chairperson for the Human Relations Commission of Elgin had this intro into the Humanitarian Award winner, John Dalton.
Dr. King has written, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. By this measure, our individual humanitarian award recipient goes beyond the pale." Nominated by Carrie Kelly, this award goes to local attorney and ECC board member John Dalton. Says Ms. Kelly, John Dalton's community involvement and his relentless defense and promotion of civil rights make him an ideal award recipient. John challenges LGBT stereotypes, injustices, and prejudices, and advocates for equal protection and civil rights for the LGBT community. John takes risks that dissolve boundaries. He's loved in his neighborhood. John is the co-founder and has served as the past chair of SOAP, Speak Out Against Prejudice. He volunteers for many community organizations, and the list truly is too long to go into. He successfully advocated with School District U46 to recognize all gay-straight alliances as official U46 clubs. As an attorney, John has handled many cases for members of the LGBT community, cases that involve AIDS discrimination and discrimination based on orientation. John is the first openly gay elected official in Kane County. Senator Michael Nolan had this to say about Mr. Dalton. One of John's standout qualities is his extreme level of engagement with the community. The list of organizations he supports is too long to mention here. His service as Elgin Community College trustee, Elgin Symphony Orchestra board member, work mentoring local youth, and participation at countless community events are remarkable. As countless are the hours and many moments of selfless sacrifice he continues to dedicate to the people of Elgin and beyond. John Dalton, these are my words, is an individual who truly exemplifies the life and ideals of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. He is respected by his peers. He is respectful to his community. His actions speak louder than his words. And will my friend John Dalton please come up here? For his relentless advocacy against discrimination and promotion of civil rights for and inclusion of all community members of Elgin.
Thank you very much. I think it's really horribly unfair to expect me to speak after Tracy Ellis and she did. And I have to tell you that when I was first told that I was going to receive the Martin Luther King Jr. Humanitarian Award, my first thought was, I don't deserve it. I feel like I imagine Barack Obama felt when he won the Nobel Peace Prize early in his first term. This award, named after the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who's an icon I always idealized and idolized, seems like it should be beyond the grasp of a mere mortal like me. Having said that, I'd like to thank the Elgin Human Relations Commission and the Martin Luther Jr. Celebration Committee for this spectacular award. John Dalton said, "No man is an island," and I certainly didn't get here alone. I'd like to recognize just a few of the folks that are here today and who share in this award with me. My partner, Rich Jacobs. My mother, Sandy Dalton. Who's like a son to me. My captains, Harrison Lois and Carrie Kelly, who nominated me. There are two tables and quite a few others throughout the room chock full of people here today that each deserve individual thanks. But in the interest of time, let me just say thank you to each of you that's helped me along the way. You know who you are. Martin Luther King said, "Human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle, the tireless exertions and passionate concern of dedicated individuals." I was just 6 years old on April 4th, 1968, which is the day that Martin Luther King died, but I still remember that. And as I matured, King's example and his teachings were fresh. His speeches were on TV all the time. Many of my teachers were profoundly affected by his leadership, his sacrifice, and his writings, and they transmitted that directly to me. So why did I work for equal rights and against discrimination for GLBT folks for the past 20 years? Dr. King has the answer. Cowardice asks the question, is it safe? Expediency asks the question, is it politic? Vanity asks the question, is it popular? But conscience asks the question, is it right? And there comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but one must take it because it is right. And when AFLA became an organized lobby for discrimination and hate towards our Latino friends and neighbors, why did I react by co-founding Speak Out Against Prejudice? How could I do otherwise? I've grown up with an example like Martin Luther King Jr., who famously said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." Several years ago, Rich and I included the following King quote, which is an all-time favorite of ours, and someone beat me to it this morning. We put this on all of our Christmas cards, so many of you probably remember it. "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. I believe those are words to live by. I believe in grace and redemption. I believe the only thing of real, lasting value in this world are human relationships.